Welcome to the GART Company podcast, where we unravel the mysteries of the cloud and explore the cutting-edge world of DevOps. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into a topic that's on every tech-savvy business owner's mind: reducing cloud operating costs. Cloud computing has opened up a world of possibilities, but it's crucial to keep those costs in check. In this episode, we'll guide you through 10 tried-and-true strategies to optimize your cloud expenses while maintaining peak performance and functionality. From scrutinizing your current cloud usage to leveraging cost-effective storage solutions, our expert guests will share their insights and practical advice to help you save big on your cloud bills. But that's not all. We'll also explore the power of serverless architectures, containerization, and autoscaling, all designed to make your cloud infrastructure leaner and more cost-efficient. Whether you're a startup on a tight budget or a large enterprise seeking to optimize your cloud spending, the GART podcast is your ultimate guide to navigating the complexities of DevOps and cloud cost management. So, join us as we unlock the secrets to cloud cost reduction and empower you with the knowledge and tools you need to make smart decisions that will drive your business forward. Get ready to embark on a cost-saving journey that will transform your cloud operations. This is the GART podcast, and we're here to help you conquer the cloud and unlock its full potential. We all know that cloud computing offers incredible benefits, but the costs can quickly add up if we're not careful. So, how can we make the most of the cloud while keeping our expenses in check? Let's explore some practical strategies together. First things first, let's take a closer look at your current cloud usage and costs. It's like cleaning out your closet. You want to identify any resources that are just sitting there, taking up space and costing you money. By analyzing your cloud services and resources, you can spot the underutilized ones or those that are simply no longer needed. It's all about trimming the fat and eliminating unnecessary costs. Now that we've decluttered, it's time to optimize your resource allocation. Think of it as finding the perfect fit. You want to make sure your resources match your workload requirements. It's like Goldilocks: not too big, not too small, but just right. If you have instances that are running at low utilization, it's time to downsize them. And if you have underpowered instances struggling to keep up, consider upgrading them. We want to maximize performance while minimizing costs. Scalability is your new best friend. The cloud offers fantastic scalability features, so let's make the most of them. Autoscaling is like having a magical elastic band that stretches when you need more resources and shrinks when you don't. It automatically adjusts your resources based on workload demands. This way, you'll have enough resources during peak times without overspending during lulls. Let's talk about reserved instances and savings plans. If you have consistent workloads, these can be real money savers. By committing to a fixed term and prepaying for your resource usage, you can enjoy substantial discounts compared to on-demand pricing. It's like getting a bulk discount for your cloud resources. So, take a look at your workload patterns and grab those savings. To keep a close eye on your cloud spending, implement effective cost monitoring and budgeting practices. Your cloud provider offers handy tools to help you track and understand your costs. Set up alerts to stay informed when your spending approaches or exceeds your set limits. It's like having a financial advisor who notifies you when you're getting close to your budget. Regularly review your cost performance against your budget, making adjustments as needed to optimize your spending and stay on track. And remember, this isn't a one-time thing. Cloud costs and workloads change over time. Keep monitoring and adjusting your resource configurations based on your evolving needs. Think of it as fine-tuning your cloud orchestra to ensure optimal performance and cost efficiency. Oh, and don't forget to involve your finance and IT teams in the cost optimization journey. Collaborate on budgeting, share insights, and align your efforts with your organization's overall financial strategy. When everyone's on board, it becomes a team effort. Next up, data lifecycle management. Think of it as decluttering your storage. Classify your data based on how often you access it or how important it is. Then, store it in the right storage tiers. Keep frequently accessed or critical data in high-performance storage, and move less frequently accessed or archival data to lower-cost options. This way, you save money without sacrificing data accessibility. Now, let's not forget about the cool storage optimization features offered by your cloud provider. It's like having a personal assistant who knows all the tricks. Look for features like data compression, deduplication, and automated storage tiering. These nifty tools help you make the most of your storage, reduce redundancy, and improve efficiency. By using these optimization features, you can lower your storage costs while keeping your data safe and sound. Remember to regularly review your storage usage and make adjustments when needed. It's like cleaning out your closet regularly to make sure you're not holding on to unnecessary stuff. Get rid of any outdated or unnecessary data that's just taking up space and costing you money. Keep an eye on storage options and pricing plans to make sure they still match your budget and business needs. Now, let's switch gears and talk about employing a serverless architecture. This one's all about saving money on computing power. Instead of worrying about managing servers, you can focus on writing and deploying your code. It's like having your own team of experts taking care of the infrastructure while you do your thing. The great thing about serverless is its cost model. You only pay for what you actually use. Traditional computing models often require you to provision resources for peak loads, which leads to wasted resources during slow times. With serverless, you only pay for the actual execution of your code, which can lead to significant savings. Say goodbye to paying for idle resources. And here's the cherry on top: automatic scaling. This is like having a magic wand that adjusts your resources based on workload demands. Your functions automatically scale up or down depending on the number of requests or events. This means you'll always have the right amount of resources without overspending on idle ones. It's like having your own personal assistant who magically adjusts things for you. When you're going serverless, make sure to design your applications to take full advantage of its benefits. Break them down into smaller functions that can be executed independently. This way, you can scale them individually and save even more on costs. Now, let's move on to multi-cloud and hybrid cloud strategies. It's like having multiple options at your fingertips. Explore different cloud providers and compare their pricing, services, and discounts. Find the most cost-effective options for your needs. Take into account things like data transfer costs, regional pricing differences, and any commitments they offer. By playing the field, you can negotiate better prices and optimize your costs. It's also important to analyze your workloads and figure out which cloud environment is best for each one. Some workloads may perform better or cost less in specific cloud providers due to their specialized services or infrastructure. Consider factors like latency, compliance requirements, and service level agreements when deciding where to deploy your workloads. By strategically placing your workloads, you can optimize costs while meeting your performance and compliance needs. Last but not least, let's talk about automating resource management and provisioning. It's like having a super efficient assistant who does all the heavy lifting for you. Use infrastructure as code tools to define and manage your cloud infrastructure. This allows for automated provisioning, configuration, and management of resources. It's all about consistency, scalability, and reducing errors. Automate the process of provisioning and deprovisioning resources based on workload requirements. Create workflows or scripts that automatically provision resources when you need them and release them when you don't. This way, you eliminate manual work and optimize costs by only using resources when necessary. Autoscaling is another awesome automation feature. It dynamically adjusts your resource capacity based on workload demands. Set up rules and policies that automatically add or remove resources as needed. This way, you'll have the right amount of resources for workload spikes without wasting money on idle resources. Autoscaling optimizes resource allocation, improves performance, and helps you control costs. And don't forget to review and optimize your automation scripts and configurations regularly. It's like fine-tuning an instrument to make sure it plays perfectly. Monitor resource utilization and performance metrics to make sure everything is running smoothly and adjust as needed. Optimizing data transfer and bandwidth usage is crucial for reducing cloud operating costs. Analyze your data flows and minimize unnecessary data transfer between cloud services and different regions. When designing your architecture, consider the proximity of services and data to minimize cross-region data transfer. Opt for services and resources located in the same region whenever possible to reduce latency and data transfer costs. Additionally, use efficient data transfer protocols and optimize data payloads to minimize bandwidth usage. Employ content delivery networks, CDNs, to cache and distribute content closer to your end users. CDNs have a network of edge servers distributed across various locations, enabling faster content delivery by reducing the distance data needs to travel. By caching content at edge locations, you can minimize data transfer from your origin servers to end users, reducing bandwidth costs and improving user experience. Implement data compression and caching techniques to optimize bandwidth usage. Compressing data before transferring it between services or to end users reduces the amount of data transmitted, resulting in lower bandwidth costs. Additionally, leverage caching mechanisms to store frequently accessed data closer to users or within your infrastructure, reducing the need for repeated data transfers. Caching helps improve performance and reduces bandwidth usage, particularly for static or semi-static content. It is important to evaluate and leverage reserved instances, RIs, and savings plans provided by cloud service providers. Analyze your historical usage patterns and identify workloads or services with consistent, predictable usage over an extended period. These workloads are ideal candidates for long-term commitments. By understanding your long-term usage requirements, you can determine the appropriate level of reservation coverage needed to optimize costs. Reserved instances, RIs, and savings plans are cost-saving options offered by cloud providers. RIs allow you to reserve instances for a specified term, typically 1 to 3 years, at a significantly discounted rate compared to on-demand pricing. Savings plans provide flexible coverage for a specific dollar amount per hour, allowing you to apply the savings across different instance types within the same family. Evaluate your usage patterns and purchase RIs or savings plans accordingly to benefit from the cost savings they offer. Cloud usage and requirements may change over time, so it is crucial to regularly review your reserved instances and savings plans. Assess if the existing reservations still align with your workload demands and make adjustments as needed. This may involve modifying the reservation terms, resizing or exchanging instances, or reallocating savings plans to different services or instance families. By optimizing your reservations based on evolving needs, you can ensure that you maximize cost savings and minimize unused or underutilized resources. Monitor your cloud usage and costs regularly to identify opportunities for cloud cost optimization. Analyze resource utilization, identify underutilized or idle resources, and make necessary adjustments such as right-sizing instances, eliminating unused services, or reconfiguring storage allocations. Continuously assess your workload demands and adjust resource allocation accordingly to ensure optimal usage and cost efficiency. Cloud service providers frequently introduce new cost optimization features, tools, and best practices. Stay informed about these updates and enhancements to leverage them effectively. Subscribe to newsletters, participate in webinars, or engage with cloud provider communities to stay up to date with the latest cost optimization strategies. By taking advantage of new features, you can further optimize your cloud costs and take advantage of emerging cost-saving opportunities. Create awareness and promote a culture of cost consciousness and cloud cost optimization across your organization. Educate and train your teams on cost optimization strategies, best practices, and tools. Encourage employees to be mindful of resource usage, waste reduction, and cost-saving measures. Establish clear cost management policies and guidelines, and regularly communicate cost-saving success stories to encourage and motivate cost optimization efforts. By taking a proactive approach to cloud cost optimization, businesses can not only reduce their expenses but also enhance their overall cloud operations, improve scalability, and drive innovation. With careful planning, monitoring, and optimization, businesses can achieve a cost-effective and efficient cloud infrastructure that aligns with their specific needs and budgetary goals. And that wraps up today's podcast on optimizing your cloud costs. If you're looking for expert cloud cost optimization services, don't hesitate to reach out to GART, a trusted company in the field. We'll provide you with top-notch solutions tailored to your specific needs. Remember, saving costs while maximizing efficiency is just a step away with GART.